What's going on YouTube? Chase here in Aftershock Videos, and welcome to the Scareclaw Adventurer deck. Now, most of these cards will be coming out in the Dimension Force set. I've been hearing a lot about this archetype, or deck at my locals, so I had to check it out for myself. I figured if somebody's talking about it, it's got to be worth looking into, and you could bet your sweet tuchus it is. I took a look into it myself, and I noticed that this new archetype, the Scareclaws and the Adventurers, are really synergistic within themselves, which is not very... it doesn't really happen very often with a new archetype that comes out. So that is really cool. So let's go ahead and go by card and see exactly what this deck is kind of capable of. First, we have Wandering Griffon Rider. This one basically lets you special summon it from your hand as long as you control a Adventurer token. And its quick effect is you can shuffle this card back into the deck to negate an activation of an effect and then destroy the card. So basically, it's a Solemn Judgment without minusing without taking 2,000 life points, and then you just shuffle it back into the deck. So that is pretty good on a 2K beater with a 2,800 defense. Next, from the Dimension Force pack, we have Illegal Knight. It's a level 7, and if you control no monsters or you control an Adventurer token, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then if you control that token, quick effect, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, give them control of this card, and then return the 2 targeted cards to your opponent's hand. So it's basically a double compulse on a free special summon. So that is really cool. The next we have one Viscus equals Defrost. I don't know what the equal sign means, but it's a level 6 tuner, which is really cool. And this is searchable off of a Rhoda, so you can grab if you wanted to, you could put in a reinforcement in the army, but this is kind of searchable in some other cards by itself, so I didn't think it was necessary. But this card basically says if this card is in your hand, you can target one face-up monster you control with a different type and attribute from this card, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card, which works because most of our Scareclaws can be special summoned fairly easily from either hand or graveyard. So, and then of course we have the DPE package in here. I kind of ran out of room, and I wanted to add a little bit of older stuff into this new type, so we have the DPE package. And then next we have 3 Scareclaw Tri-Cart. It's a level 4, and then you'll see in this first clause, and that most of these have, which is really good. It says you can special summon this card from your hand to a main monster zone in the column of a Scareclaw monster you control or its adjacent column. So if you normal summon this one all the way to the left, and you have multiple normal effect Scareclaws, you could basically special summon them as long as they keep going, one way or another. Just a free monster zone next to the Scareclaw monster. This one lets you add a Scareclaw spell trap from your deck to your hand. Then, if 3 or more defense monsters are on the field, you could draw 1 card. So you'd want to special summon this one in, after your 3rd special summon. You want this to be the 3rd one, so you can draw a card, which is really cool. So you have the Searcher and the Draw 1 off this. So this one's basically a +2. Next, we have 3 Rescue Cats, because a lot of these level 3 Scareclaws are searchable off of that, so that can go into a big play. Next, we have 3 Water Enchantress of the Temple. This is another Adventurer card. It says if you control an Adventurer token, you can special summon this card from your hand. Not bad. But then it says you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, add 1 Rite of Aramasir from your deck or graveyard to your hand, which basically is the card that gives you the token. If you control a Adventurer token, you can place 1 field spell that mentions Adventurer token from your deck face up in your field zone. So that is really good. The next we have 3 Scareclaw Akroa. This one basically, you can special summon it next to another Scareclaw monster. And this one says your Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone gains 300 attack for each defense position monster you control. And I'll show you why that's relevant here in a little bit. We have 2 Ash Blossoms for interruptions. Next we have 3 Scareclaw Veronia. This one is a free special summon with another Scareclaw monster, of course. And it says if your Scareclaw monster in your extra monster zone attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Again, notice how most of this stuff is kind of defense position. Wait till we get to the Link monster and you'll see why. Next we have 3 Scareclaw Astra. Says you can special summon this card the same way. And then while you control a defense position Scareclaw monster, your Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of your defense position Scareclaw monsters with different names. So depending, and look how easy they are to special summon. So that is really cool. Next we have the 2 Rites of Aramazia. This one is the token getter. And then it says you could place one faith. This one lets you special summon the one adventure token. It's a 2K attack and defense. Then it says you could place one faithful adventure from your deck to face up on the field, which is this one right. It's basically going to be this one right here. And then you can activate the effects of monsters on the field the turn you activate this card. So you want to do this kind of last-ish. And then next we have the Destiny Fusion Destiny, 1 Terraforming. Then we have 3 Scareclaw Nova. This is the Monster Reborn for the Scareclaws. It says target 1 Scareclaw Monster or 1 Visa Starfrost in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. If a Starclaw Link monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could banish this card from your graveyard instead. So it's a Monster Reborn for Scareclaws, plus it has some built-in protection, which is incredibly good. We have 1 Called by the Grave to make sure our plays go through. Then we have 1 Faithful Adventure. Now this one says once per turn, the first time a monster you control with an equipped card would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. And that's kind of irrelevant with the Draco, the Rideable Dragon. This one also says you can use each of the following once per turn. During your main phase, you can add 1 monster that mentions Adventurer token from your deck to your hand. So you can add the Illegal Knight, you can add the Starfrost, no, not Starfrost. There was one other one. Oh, the Griffon Rider, or you could even add the Water Enchantress of the Temple. So that is pretty good. And then it says, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, which would be probably the Enchantress, because you could banish her from the graveyard and then get another Adventurer token on maybe like the follow-up turn or something. This says you could take 1 equipped spell that mentions Adventurer token from your deck and either add it to your hand or equip it to 1 Adventurer token. So this card is really, really good. So after you activate this, you could search the Draco back and then add it, then equip it to the Adventure token. Then next we have 2 Liphobia, the Wanton, and Willful World of Desire. That is a long name. That's like a Flowanderies card. It says when this card is activated, you could add 1 Scareclaw monster or 1 Visas to Frost from your deck to your hand. It's a searcher off of a field spell, so that's really good. Monster your opponent controls loses 100 attack and defense for each defense position monster on the field. If 3 or more defense position monsters are on the field, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. And it's a hard once per turn, so you can only use this effect once per turn, which is the destroy, and then you can only activate 1 of the field spells per turn. So that is a really good card. Then next we have 3 Scareclaw Splash. Weird word. It says once per turn, you can target 1 Scareclaw monster or 1 Visa Starfrost you control. This turn, it can attack while in face-up defense position. And if we look at that, we can see Starfrost is 1500 defense, or what's a Scareclaw monster in defense? I mean, Tri-Cart has 2100 defense, so that is pretty cool. Then it says if it does, apply its attack or defense, whichever is higher for damage calculation. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone, you can send this face-up card from your spell or trap zone to the graveyard and negate that effect. So it's got some built-in protection as well, and that is really good. So let's go ahead and get into the extra monsters, extra deck. We have Anaconda, of course, IP Masquerena to help us go into any link climbing if we need it. One Farrageet, draw. Most of the stuff is B, so it help us draw a card, and a free B special summon, which we don't really need the help for it, but the draw card is nice. We have a Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn. Now this card, this is the Scareclaw Tri-Cart. This one says it takes 3 effect monsters, must be link summon. So this is not a monster rebornable card. It says all face-up monsters on the field are changed to defense position. So now you kind of see why the inflicting piercing damage is good, or the attack gain for all defense position monsters. And then it says it is unaffected by activated effects from defense position monsters. So once it switches to defense position, it basically skill drains. It's just really good. If this card is in the extra monster zone, you can target 1 level 3 Scareclaw monster in your graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except Scareclaw monsters. Also special summon that targeted monster. If you do, add another Scareclaw monster from your deck to your hand. This is just really, really good. Then we have an access code talker, 2 ominous omens, 1 big eye, because we have a couple level 7s here that are easily accessible to go into that. We have 1 Psy Frame Lord Zeta, 1 Baron de Fleur, and of course the Destroyer Phoenix. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to showcase you guys what this deck can do. So let's go ahead and get into the EDO Pro Duels. Alright guys, here we are in our first match with the EDO Pro Duels with the Scareclaw Brave deck. Let's go ahead and go first. Let's see if I can set up a board for you guys. This is not bad. Okay, so we can activate the field spell. Then we can special summon the Wandering Griffon Rider. Add a Scareclaw or Visas to Frost from your deck to your hand. Yes, let's get a... let's grab Frost. Okay, next we're going to normal summon Rescue Cat. Activate Rescue Cat. We're going to grab we got our Crow already, so we can grab the Astra and the... Let's grab the Poochie, the Veronia. Special summon them. Their effects are going to be negated, but that's fine because we're just going to link summon them off. Now we can special summon the Akroa. Then we can go into the Tri-Cart. 1, 2, 3. Now we can activate Tri-Cart and grab back the Akroa. Then we can add to hand the Tri-Cart. We can special summon the Tri-Cart. Then we get to add a spell or trap to the hand, which is going to be the Splash, because it's a negate, basically. And we'll draw 1 card. Okay, so we'll set the Splash. Free special summon the Veronia, because we only special summoned it off of the Rescue Cat. And I mean, that's pretty good. And then now he could attack. Well, we need the Astra, but we'll get that back. But he is 4,200 right now, and we got a couple of negates and interruptions. So that is really good. So let's go ahead and see what that does. Mayakashi, return. Okay, we're going to ash to that. We know where that's going to go. Okay, end phase. Neat. Okay. Ooh, okay. So let's activate Rite of Marzia. Aramisia. Get it the token. Okay. Grab the Faithful Adventurer. Activate the Adventurer. See, now we have a negate with the Rider because we have a token. We'll grab a Legal Knight. We'll put Vistas to the graveyard. Let's grab another Tri-Cart. 1, 2, 3. Put them in defense. He surrendered. Yeah, pretty much after that card comes out, it's basically game over, even though he forbidden droplet me. And we had still more time to go off, so let's try to get into another match, and let's see if we can do any better. Alright guys, here we are in our second EDO Pro match. Let's see if we can get another win. Alright. Got it. Got the rock, paper, scissors. We'll go first. Okay, so we have a few different ways to go. Let's activate Water Enchantress. And then we'll activate Wandering Griffon. Get a free special summon. Then we can grab a Rite of Armisia. Activate Rite of Aramisia. However you pronounce it, get a token. Grab a Faithful Adventure. Activate Faithful Adventure. Grab an Illegal Knight. We'll put the Enchantress in the graveyard. We can banish her if we want to later. Activate Illegal Knight. We'll activate Faithful Adventurer. I think we can grab another. Oh, the Draco Steed, right? We'll equip it to our token. We'll normal summon the Astra. We'll activate Vista Frost. We'll get rid of it. And that should be our turn. Ooh, we can. You know what? This is okay for now. I want to see what this does. So last time we went the Scareclaw route. Now we're going more of the Brave Adventurer route. We'll let that one go. Well, yeah, I probably just quit. But there you guys have it. There is both sides of the deck. We have the Brave Adventurers and the Scareclaws. So that'll do it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments of the Scareclaw or the Brave Adventurer. And if you're looking forward to Dimension Force, I know I am. This is going to be a really cool deck to look out for. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a ton to me. And if you want to support the channel, feel free to check out my Patreon. I also have some really cool merch. Don't forget to check out the Aftershock Videos merch store. I'll leave the link for that below in the description. And feel free to give me a follow on Instagram. And if you guys want to see any other decks or archetypes played, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll try it out. But thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.